So, tactical roll! Come on, Ragatha!
Not so went before we can rest easy.
I'm right behind you, aren't I?
The newest episode of the Amazing Digital Circus just dropped. Yes, it's new, brand new, recently came out. I am not late, you're just early. But before we get any further into it, just a little acknowledgement. Thank you to my newest members, Snake Anime Fan 89, Jose Quentin Tarantino, what the hell? Jose Quintero. My brain just did an autofill in real time. And Adam Coley on Patreon and YouTube as well, double dipping. We love to see it. Thank you so much. Your support means so much to me. There's also this new hype point feature thing. If you have it, I'd really appreciate if you throw some points to me. I think you're allowed like 3 a week, and it's just, they've gamified YouTube, and I'm not above begging you to hype me up. So, new episode here, and it starts out that you'd think, oh, the name of the episode is the favorite character awards, which I feel like it has there's a meta commentary here for the whole episode. But regardless, it starts out with Jax and Pomni. We see their budding friendship and Zubul losing a body part. Zubul is hiding from Kane. She doesn't want to participate because she hears, oh, this whole favorite character thing, but she doesn't even know that's not even the main event of the main event of the episode is something else, but Kane treated like the whole favorite character thing as the main event. Jax is being a dickhead and he's calling Kane to come find them, and Kane is like, oh yeah, thank God I don't have to do the whole snap thing to force you to play on these adventures, because he's even
It's Zubul! You! Ah, there you are. Now I don't have to do the snap summon thing.
the fact that he still did it, and he's like, look, I have other things to prioritize, the favorite character awards, and he comes up with a bunch of fake sports for them to do because he wants to do just a quick adventure and get it over with. But Zubul is like, nah, I'm not participating. And Kane is just like, why are you such a bitch? Why do you give me grief? And she's like, I'm not trying to. We've told you what we want. You said no. And Pomni is backing her up like, yeah, we like chill adventures. We don't really like high stakes. And Ragatha immediately makes it all about her. What do you mean you don't love me? Woman, she just said she doesn't like high octane things, and she's like, even the baseball? And Pam is like, yeah, no, I'm not really into sports. And I'm like, Ragatha fumbled that so hard. She made it about her. And this is also tied into the whole fact that people forget Pomni is a grown woman and she's not here to coddle Ragatha's feelings. But even I just wanted Pomni to be like, no, I really liked it. I'm just new here, you know? And Kane is basically saying, look, when I do your ideas, drama happens. When I do my ideas, things are fine. Which is true. But at the same time, you don't get to decide that, bestie.
I want the ability to have sex.
No.
Memeable, meme-worthy. Because yeah, this is a room full of grown-ass, consenting adults with feelings and emotions. They don't feel hunger, they don't need to feel sleep. So do they feel horny? And even if they don't feel horny, the idea that you can't fuck is gonna fuck with some people. And Jax is basically like, oh, we're having this conversation. Kane is about to abstract from absolute reality because this is what happens when adults enter a child game. Like, this whole computer was made for like, what, 6 to 8 year olds, and you're bringing in topics that Kane is just not built to handle. And he resets himself basically, and he's like, oh, hey, Zubul, basically, I just don't know what happened. Zubul is pointing out the elephant in the room is like, she doesn't like playing with Jax because Jax is making everything insufferable, and Kane just doesn't care. He wants to do his own things and he wants everyone to fall in line. This new character is introduced just for a joke, and Kane is coming up with, okay, let's do trust exercises because we need to love each other since we're all stuck here basically. He creates this elaborate whole game of, hey, this person has a gun, we will do X, Y, and Z. I just love how he even just manifests the gun. He's like, this is a gun. And I also like how there's a certain level of gravity treated in the show, because as a watcher of cartoon media, you see guns, you see memes, you see nukes, and you're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. But you forget that in this scenario, these are still real people who still probably have real emotions towards this weapon. Because I can watch a cartoon with guns all day and be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Why is everybody being so weird? But put me in the same room with a gun, an actual gun. Yeah, I'm a move different. So I like how they made the characters realistically react to a gun, even though they are in a simulation. But we watching it, we have a different reaction to it because we know this is all fake. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but it's nice. Regardless, they are playing with this weapon, and Kane is talking about it, how, oh, you need to trust each other, and he's not recognizing that Jax is a problem as Zubul tries to elaborate. But Kane goes, yeah, no, we'll give Jax the gun, which makes me feel like, was Jax character different? Because towards the end of the episode he points out how when people are about to extract, they're terrible to be around. So it makes me feel, why does Kane not recognize the problem that is Jax? Unless Jax was never a problematic character, but now that he is, Kane just can't rewire that. It's kind of like Pomni, maybe years into the circus she becomes a dickhead, but Kane is like, no, I still know you as a normal interacting person. Or again, he just manifested a gun, so Kane might not even be able to recognize problematic behavior. Jax wasn't paying attention. He gets the information downloaded into his head. I don't know why people didn't use this as NPC Jax theory, because that gets used a lot. Kane doesn't do this to other players where he just downloads the information into their head, but Kane is getting very handsy, being able to alter their appearances. But I just saw this as, wait a minute, he hasn't done this to other characters who also haven't been paying attention. And he's like, oh, and basically just goes, I have a gun now. And that just broke Kane. Immediately Kane is just like, I am so done with all of you. Again, just refusing to recognize that Jax is the problem. He hands them over a bunch of guns and he's like, sure, whatever, I don't care anymore. And it's like, what do you mean you don't care anymore? And Jax's tail is back, if you haven't noticed that. And now Zubul is worried. She was like, what do you mean you're done? You can't just hand us guns and say go off and have fun. He said, I never said you should have fun. Kane is breaking. And I know a lot of people like to scream about the inspiration for this whole thing is I have no mouth, I must scream. And I just decided to look into it, just peruse. I didn't read it because fuck no. I think it's a 15-minute read, but I just perused it. I think it has a sad ending. It does. It's very depressing. And this whole episode made me realize, oh shit, I read it after this episode. And well, I looked at Reddit comments about it after this episode. And it's just sad. And I hope that doesn't happen to Kane. But it feels like it's gonna happen to Kane. Somebody in the circus is gonna sacrifice themselves to a reality of eternal torment just to save anybody else. Fuck, I don't like it. Anyway, they have guns, so let's have fun for now. And Zubul is basically going, I'm still not happy with this turn of events. And Kane is like, I have things to do, the favorite character awards. And I'm like, what the fuck is this award show that Kane is putting more importance to it than his job of entertaining the people in the circus? Like, and I like his eyes this episode. I literally registered he had heterochromia for the first time, and I think I can see the circuit breaker line things within the eyes. He gives them 5 minutes to pick teams. Jax immediately goes for Gangle, which also makes me wonder, I'm gonna probably make a Gangle video, oh god, because they are too paired together. And again, with everything that happened in the circus, Jax losing friends and him saying that everyone does the same thing as him, maybe implying that he wasn't the cause of Ribbit abstracting. What if Gangle and Jax were in a friend group with Ribbit and the gang and whatever, Kaufmal, and now that everything is breaking apart, Jax is becoming a terrible person, Gangle is going away from him. I think there's something there, you know. I need to talk about that more. Anyway, Zubul saves Gangle from Jax. And Jax is just really pissed off about it. Pomni tries to form a group with Ragatha. And Ragatha being just the maternal figure saying, look, I need to save Kinger from Jax. And Pomni is like, well, I can be with Kinger. And then Ragatha is like, I do not want to be anywhere near that fuck-ass purple rabbit. And Pomni is like, okay, sure, whatever. I'll just be with Jax then. And she's like, it's cool. And because I need to have an adventure with Jax anyway. And Ragatha is like, oh no, what did I just do? I just fucked myself over. Because I think Ragatha didn't care about it until Gango wasn't. If Gango was with Jax, that would have been the best scenario for Ragatha. But then again, Ragatha doesn't need to be the one to protect Kinger from Jax because they all live in the circus. And Kinger is a grown ass man as well. He's almost 50. Yeah, he's insane, but Kinger's insanity works in his favor most often than not. And could you imagine the two of them on a team? That would have been so cool. They would have dominated. Ragatha tries to undo what she just did of basically thrusting the person she wants to be friends with the person she hates the most, and she just doesn't know how she fumbled it so bad. She's like, look, if you need anything, I'm like, girlie, are you dying? Just leave Kinger to be with Jax. It's not that big a deal. But then Pomni is like, no, you're right. Hey, the lesbians are dying. The Sapphics are not doing well. Pomni goes to be on a team with Jax. He's just acting cocky, like, of course you want to be with me. Motherfucker, nobody wanted to be on your team. Gango wants to save her Max for a scenario where if she has a Tommy gun, she wants to be laughing maniacally while she shoots it. She's like, oh, the idea is stupid. And Zubul is like, I will protect it with my life. They pick teams, and as soon as the timer runs out, Jax already has his gun in hand, but everything vanishes, which of course it does. And it's spread out across the map, but they need to go find it because, fair or whatever. Fucking game of COD or what's that one called? Fortnite. Ragatha started without a heart, and she's like, wait, that counts? And she's just moping about it the whole day. I'm like, bitch, it counts. Go away. I know the game hasn't started, and this is probably something to do with her character about things not being fair. There's this theory that her one missing eye is probably a black eye from like her mom's abuse, which would just feed into her character of just life not being fair to her. But then, Kinger gave her a heart, just implying like, even if life isn't fair, you can find people who help make it fair. I don't know. I think I'm reading too much into that. He said he's trying to be ready for the favorite character awards, but he's not with his dirty ass glasses. He said, I spread them across the map, go find them. Gangle is like, we need to find the Tommy gun. Ragatha is trying to point out that, hey, I don't have a life. Kinger is like, no time. Jax is just happy to be there. I'm gonna murder all of you. Raw Pomni is like, we need to have fun though. We're still friends. He's like, yeah, no. And as everyone runs away, I'm like, you just said you needed to get ready for the favorite character awards, which are basically on vacation. So this is implying that he is leaving the players, not caring, doing his own thing, just resting. And then he brings out a picture of the outside of the game. And my heart just drops. I'm like, how do you have that? A picture was taken of the office and then it was downloaded into the game. Or Kane has broken into the security system. The game is sentient. We are all dead. And then just zooming in on his eyes, making me feel like, is this two characters stuck in one? Is this Kane and Abel? But Kane controls the body and Abel is just stuck in here somewhere, CNA. So the games have started and I love Kinger so much.
Devil? All right. Now I would bet our biggest concerns would be Jax and Zuma. The youngest, so they'll probably still have some youthful fighting spirit.
Just being a menace on main. I love it. Ragatha is still pissed off about the heart and he's like, oh wait, I can fix that. He creates a butterfly and just manifests a new heart for her. And she's like, did Kane teach you that? No, I just thought of it. How? I just thought it would work. He's just like, what? And I said, oh, this is dream logic. You know how there's some stories where, oh, you're in a dream, you're better than a bad guy. I think there was a Gravity Falls episode like this with Dipper and Mabel in the dreamscape of Fright Zone or whatever. I think I just called like 3 different cartoons. No, Fright Zone is She-Ra. Regardless, you're in a mind palace thing, and whatever you create is a reality. I feel like the video game, if this is even a game, we all just assume this is a game. But the game works on dream logic, where if you are crazy enough to think it will work. And it happened with Ragatha, where she thought something wouldn't work, where she plugged Jax's gun, it goes off, and it works. And she's like, I didn't think that would work. So your imagination holds much more power in this realm than you think. And then the, corruption scene happens where Jax and Pomni are having a heart-to-heart, where Pomni has been having this with other characters, and Jax is basically telling her, look, this is fake. We don't matter. Nothing matters. Why adhere to the moralities of the real world when it doesn't exist anymore? He's even telling her, oh, you're holding a gun realistically. You're doing this realistically. Well, you shouldn't. Just embrace being evil. And I don't know why he's like, everybody has an archetype. And mine is funny, this person is sad, this one is happy, this one is crazy. What's your archetype? And it's weird that he wants to put a crazy archetype, a evil archetype on Pomni. Is it that Jax needs someone else to be quote unquote the evil one, since he is the evil one right now? And I see you looking at me with your eyes everywhere. Looking ass. And Pomni doesn't seem to jive. She's like, look, we're still real people at the end of the day. And he's like, yeah, but we are here now. We are stuck. It doesn't matter. And she's like, you can't say it doesn't matter because there's still that hope of escape at the end of the day. But you can see her trying to just see it from his perspective. And she is still, again, treating this as a gun that can kill somebody. And he's just like, look, nothing here matters. Nothing. He needs nothing here to matter. That is his own form of cope. I see you, Cain and Abel, on the gun. So he's just like, let loose, let go. And you can see Pomni, even though everything he's saying is utter horseshit, it is helping her adapt to the circus. It is. Look at that. Look at my girl. Because she shoots it at first, it barely moves. And she hit it dead on. And this time, I think it barely even connects. And it just goes flying. So Jax also kind of knows that how you approach the circus determines how it reacts to you. But Kinger breaks it. He literally goes into the code and does things that only Cain can do. So even though Jax is saying, be free from the mortal coil, he still works within video game logic. Whereas Kinger literally can bend reality. So there are two sides of the same coin of the circus reacts to you, but just one person is able to push it more. And Pomni goes, okay, fine, I'll just be evil, even if it's for the bit. She fully commits, and he's just like, oh, that's kind of cringe. And I was like, I will strangle you. You made her do this. God. He gets absolutely sniped. And I said, oh, Jax. But no, it was Zubul. My girl, guy, gay, they came in from 100 miles away, trick shot, fucking spawn camping his ass. I think these guns have infinite bullets. I love all the scenes with Kinger, honestly.
Tactical roll. Come on, Agatha.
Sorry. I'm still recovering from my cold. I live streamed about this whole thing, why I've been gone. Oh yeah, I just barely just glossed over why I've just vanished for 3 weeks. Live stream if you care about it. Kinger is just my favorite. Ragatha being absolutely fucking useless. They heard gunfire and they're trying to, I don't know, jump in. And Ragatha's like, I haven't shot a gun before. I'm like, that thing can do anything. Tears off her entire hands. God, they're just being such a menace. And Ragatha got shot 4 times. So, ironically, in her argument of, hey, I need things to be fair, can I get an extra life back? She made things almost unfair for herself, because instead of getting killed 3 times like everybody else, she got killed 4 times. So, yeah, Cain was actually kind of trying to be fair to her, but giving her that extra life ended up being unfair because she got brutalized more than everybody else. God damn. I just love how the expressions change. That was a frame perfect change. She gets head sniped again and just cannot. Girl is fighting for her life. And now it's a full shootout. Everybody else is here, and Pomni committing to the bit is actually more surprising to me. I don't know if she's trying to make it more fun for Jax or just more fun for her. Nope. The universe is just not on her side. Absolute madness going on in the circus here. Sadistic ass shit. I think the first shot was Pomni. So technically all three of Ragatha's lives were taken by Jax. Just one, the extra one that was given to her by Kinger, was taken by Pomni. Oh. So at the end of the day, Jax was meant to kill Ragatha, take all her lives. Which is actually sad and makes me think, okay, something deeper is going on. Ragatha tries to point out that Jax is corrupting Pomni or something like that. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that's when she just does the thing. Fucking hell. Looney Tune ass shit.
Oh, wow. I didn't actually think that worked.
Absolute insanity. You could see he emptied the gun inside her, where he cannot have anything malicious be done to him. He has to be the malicious one. I'm like, I thought you were supposed to be the funny one. Can't take a joke. This is gonna be part of my thumbnail. Holy shit. And there's a loser's corner. I just can't believe it. You just get popped in here when you die. At least it's peaceful. At least it's calm. And Pomni rolls in, and immediately Jax is trying to hide his anger. Like, fuck ass fuck face cannot emote anything other than happiness to other people, and that is worrying. So he lost a life, and he's like, how did you even let her get a hit on you? He's like, I don't know. And that little I don't know makes me think, it's genuine. He genuinely doesn't know how he let it slip. He allowed her to get to him. I see the glowing queen. I see the pinballs. And they hide. They're hiding. Fuckers got a snipe on Kinger, and they just vanished. This episode had a lot of preaching. I thought I talked about this in my community post, where I said, good episode, but there was just a lot of introspection, which, is not a bad thing. But we had 3 this episode. Technically 4, because Pomni and Jax connecting before this could also be seen as just a yap song. There was a lot of yapping. Surprising. That's why there's a 33-minute runtime. But basically, Zubul is telling Gangle, you cannot let that jackass terrify you even when he's not here. We're all human, yada yada yada. A lot of deep soul-searching thing that my jaded ass cannot be bothered with. I'm so sorry. They put Zubul in a lot of angelic light. And I go, oh yeah, she has like wings and shit. So is she a savior? Is she our Jesus? I do not trust Gangle 1 fucking second. Help me. She says, oh, have you ever tried loving yourself? I'm like, you literally, well, I don't know if she knows this, but Zubul changes parts every episode. That was such snake behavior. I know people are calling Ragatha the snake, but Gangle is literally ribbons. I don't fucking trust you, bitch. But she goes, no, of course you're not. You're Zubul. You love yourself all the time. Hello? The backhandedness. God help me. Somebody tell me I'm not the only one that doesn't trust this bitch. I don't believe the masks. She literally hides behind the mask. Oh my God. I can't. I simply cannot. More bonding is happening between Jax and Pomni, which just makes the ending absolutely diabolical. He opens up about why he doesn't like corn, and she's just like, huh?
Type of trypophobia?
What's that?
The fear of lots of loopholes. Okay. How about pomegranates?
Awful.
I'm learning a lot about you today.
You have no idea. Oh, I saw that. I saw that, bitch. He's like, oh no. Immediately pushes it away.
We still need to find out where Nutso went before we can rest easy.
I'm right behind you, aren't I?
I love it. Wait. Nah. This man is giving me all the vocal stems. And okay, animation. They go in fucking trying to get Kinger 2 against 1. And he's little. I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, he's loading. He's reloading. The realism. I read somewhere, probably Twitter, where in Murder Drones, the animators didn't really care for glitch. They didn't really care about guns or whatever. They're like, whatever, it's guns. They're just shooting. But in this one, oh, the teapot from Maya, 3D animation joke. For the Amazing Digital Circus, they use references and real life gun tactics, like actually showing Kinger reloading his gun. That's so cool. All these frames were fucking with people in the trailer, but I saw that friendly fire. What the fuck is he doing here? He's holding, this gun is just pointed at nothing. I don't know if he was trying to be cool, but he ended up shooting Pomni. And you can see he's actually terrified by that. He felt so bad about that. I think he even apologizes.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah. They immediately show that, look, he's gonna hurt her. He took Ragatha's lives. He took one of Pomni's. There is something metaphysical there. There is a commentary there that I'm too dumb to say. Fuck me. God.
Whoops, sorry.
He actually divided his ears for that.
I hope you guys are ready for my ricochet super move.
I'm like, he's gonna shoot himself, isn't he?
Ah, here's the light.
Yep. His eyeballs are over there. Like, what the hell, dude? And this was such a small corridor. I see you. I see the eyes. There's another one. The I think I'm just... Oh, God. I fucking hate that. I just noticed that. And now I'm just going to notice all the eyes. There's always eyes watching you. I think there's even an eye in here somewhere. There's always eyes watching you.
Huh.
High five!
Apparently, Pomni doesn't like being touched. But this episode, she kept, I was going to say she kept touching Jax now. They kept interacting a lot. And Kinger takes all this in stride.
What a game. Who knew Pomni could be such a sharpshooter? These adventures, huh?
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. More preaching. He's like, Ragatha, stop beating yourself up. Nobody asked you to be our mother. I'm literally the dad in this group. And Ragatha is just like, I failed Pomni, I failed Jack. I'm like, Jax? So basically, Ragatha saw Jax become who he is. And that's why people have tried to tolerate him. But he's just become so much more than they can handle, just straining their mentality. And this moment, I think some people thought, oh, Ragatha is going to abstract because she's just a wreck. And it's like, girly pop, my beloved, you do not need to care about any of these people. Just be Zubul, lock yourself in your room. But because Zubul now is being forced to interact with these games more, she became friends with Gangle. So just do the opposite. Pull a reverse Zubul. I think Ragatha forces herself to be in these games more for other people's sake than her own. And it's making her be the bad guy because she has to be way more nice. And Zubul is not nice when nobody is treating her as the devil incarnate. And Ragatha sees her self-worth in only how much she's able to help people. But Kinger is like, yeah, no, don't gotta do any of that shit. Don't gotta do any of that.
You just need to let people do things their own way. As long as you're still there when they need you. Losing this space should never be the same as giving up on them.
Yeah, don't really fuck with that, but he's right.
I don't even know what I want.
Aw, poor girly pop.
I want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
I want people to hate me.
Girl is literally talking about my YouTube philosophy. I just want people to be happy. But some people are just gonna be people are just miserable cunts. You know that? Aw.
I couldn't help but hate myself for the things I thought I was responsible for.
He's talking about making the game.
I lost everything.
He's talking about his wife.
Then you showed up.
Okay, that's weird.
My outlook just changed.
He,
Always ways to show you care without ruining yourself over it.
I think he's talking about maybe she came in and I don't know, she was a Pomni person. I think when Ragatha came in, she was a bitch and then she became nice. That's my own headcanon. But I think it's more of, oh, she was just positive from day one.
For yourself and all this too.
Aww.
I don't get it. So often nothing you say makes any sense, but
No, he makes sense even in his madness. You just can't think. You just don't know how to think outside the box like I do.
these moments where you... I don't know. How do you do that?
I'm so surprised how she's been here way longer than Pomni, but Pomni figured out Kinger's whole deal. But Mrs. Nice over here didn't, unless she's just never been in the dark with Kinger, which I also don't really think is a thing because a lot of their adventures require like nighttime and being in secluded areas and stuff like that. Or she just never paid attention to him because he was crazy, but because Pomni is still new, she still had an opportunity to notice when he's not crazy. But she even said it here, she's like, sometimes you just have moments where you're just clear.
You've been around for so long.
But yeah.
I guess I just have a resilient mind.
Yeah, that's fucks with me. I don't know what. Oh, Bubble. I didn't even see that Bubble was stretched like this. I just thought that this camera was just right. It was just floating in midair.
The committee's gonna love that.
Just I couldn't even figure out what that was at first, but then I realized, oh yeah, they voted on the characters. So was Kane recording them for the quote unquote committee? Whatever. King are talking about how he has a resilient mind has me worried. Has me so fucking worried because it makes me go, oh, you'll be the ultimate sacrifice. It's not Pomni. Pomni is not our Jesus figure. You're literally the king, the chess piece. You know how queens sacrifice themselves for the king, but the king piece is the most important, and if it falls, we all fall. Oh my god, my anxiety is going off the roof. Okay, we're almost done. I'm like, I've been recording for 30 minutes. At least I'm more than halfway through. So,
Are they still following us?
Are you still following us?
Yeah, we're still following you.
Where else could we be? They're still following us.
it's so fucking stupid. They have a shootout right here where Gango finds the Tommy gun. I swear to you, this game reacts to them, and they're like, "Hey, I have only one bullet left." And Jax is like, "Oh shit!" And Gango finds her gun. She does what she wants to do, which is shoot it maniacally. He's always like, "Go, girl!" But she doesn't land a single shot. I saw the making of this behind the scenes. God, I love animation. Like, making the animators pop off with this so hard. And Gango is like, oh, I'm alive. But she uses her single gun. And that headshot was personal. My God. We have seen Zubul die in every episode so far. And I'm still not over the last episode where they have like the evil version of the teams. And Gangle is just not there. They just put Orbs Man. And, you know, Jax hunting her. And now they get a headshot on her. There's a lot of things are gonna happen. And the bullet goes through to her other max, and her other max doesn't have the crack but just the gunshot, but she's happy under it. So a lot of people are like, oh god, her sad mask is happy, she died doing what she loved. I'm like, guys, there is a lot of symbolism of Gangle getting fucked. It worries me. They chase Zubul down the hall and they start doing this weird singing thing outside the door. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What the hell is happening? Anyway, Zubul upgrades to Mega Godzilla Zubul, uses all. I always saw the holes here. I think she got rid of her wing. Whatever. She gets extra arms. I don't know how many guns were hiding in her room specifically. Where is there a black? Okay. I was like, what happened here? I'm more touching that the fandom was going crazy over, like, oh my god, my ship. If only they knew what was waiting for them. I've also said this, I think literally in my last review, I said, has Jax's teeth ever detached? But this episode, we went and said, fuck you specifically, it does. I think even in the first episode, his teeth detaches. He has a key to everyone's room. They're just singing to be menaces. He flashbangs them, shoots for the gods, absolutely empties everything into them. But I call utter horseshit. All of their lives should have been gone here because Pomni got shot once by Jax. So she had one heart. So this was one heart taken. And Jax got shot once by Ragatha. So you're telling me all this bullshit that Zubul did to them was only one shot? Because here's the thing, right? This first shot here should have taken a life. So to me, the behind the scenes on this is so hilarious. To me, she just took 2 lives. But the way the hearts just jumped up, it looked like Zubul took 2 lives. But no. They both had a life taken from them before this. You can't, like, look at them riddled with bullet holes. They're like, ow. Pomni's like, I got this. And I don't know why that just fucks with Jax. And he's just shuffling on the floor. Like, well, he got flashbanged. So he's probably still recovering from it. And Pomni isn't. I'm pretty sure there are eyes hiding around this scene somewhere. And Kaufmo fucks with him. Ribbit makes him disassociate for a second. and he's trying to just like, I don't care, just jumps back into everything. This was the worst thing that could happen. And my god, the most hype moment of the entire goddamn episode. Bullshit from the great beyond. Like, what do you mean? Just one bullet that she flipped. She's actually embracing, and I love. Wait. I need to show you that. Can I catch it? Yup, you can see the little trail lines of her eyes. Pomni is gonna rule this circus with an iron fist. I can see it happening. We see the Cain and Abel logo front and side. I think like there's like 3 of them on this gun right now. Yeah, Cain and Abel here, CA here. I think this is Cain and Abel. I'm not sure. Flips it around and it's just like the rule of cool. I think that's what Jack said, or maybe I heard it from somewhere else. And she didn't even have to see Kinger manifest a butterfly, but she's using the circus to her advantage. And I don't know about Jax's whole everybody has an archetype. I think Pomni's own archetype is she's the fun one, because anyone who's on her team is guaranteed to have fun. Fucking Gaslight District looking ass scene. And even Zubul had fun. She can deny it all she wants, but they had fun. Gave the quadruple middle fingers. We see the scene from the trailer, and she gets transported here, and they're all cats for some reason. Kinger killing it. Just what? I've seen crazy things before, but not this. So team bad guy now is like, yay, we won. She hugs him. He immediately goes, fuck off. And I said, oh, this is not gonna have a happy ending. Holy shit. She tries to just shove it off like, oh, sorry. But he's saying like, okay, we're done. You can even see the moment her shoulders relax, where she's like, okay, everything's fine, I guess. It was just a weird moment. But now, and I think Jax is still thinking about the hug. What happened to his hand here? I think it's when that's the hand he held her with. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. No, guys. You've watched 10 million dissertations on this. Mine is gonna be fuck all the way off. I hate all of you. And she tries to pull the whole bad guy. Oh, let's defeat each other thing. Let's betray each other. And Jax is like, yeah, no, betray me. And this is when I think he wants Pomni to be the evil one. So he doesn't have to be evil? I don't fucking know. And Pomni's like, I thought we're just gonna do a thing where we betray each other. And he's like, nah, I don't care. Betray me. And it's become weirdly like, you need to betray me. She's like, hey, we had a fun time. We were friends. He's like, nah, we are not friends. All of that was just a bit. And oh my God, this is where everything just doesn't make any sense. You can see Pomni struggling. Like, we had fun. We were being evil together. You're like, yeah, it was just a moment. It meant nothing. Because I told you nothing matters here. When his eyes are square, be very afraid. Be so terrified. So now she's trying to get to the deeper meanings, like, what is happening? What is going on? You opened up to me. He's like, yeah, that was so cringe. And it just gets worse and worse and worse, where she's like, shoot me. She's like, if I shoot you, will we still be friends? He just goes, we were never friends. Oh, okay. Lord have mercy. We're doing this now, are we? God. Oh my God. He's just like, yeah, no, I opened up to you for no reason. He's like, you are bullshitting me. You are lying. Bold-faced ass lie right to my face in broad daylight. You can see him trying to figure out how to get out of this without being emotional. And if it means hurting her, so be it. No!
A straight couple.
Oh my god.
Everybody wants a straight couple.
Oh no, not him saying this after my 2 funny shorts going viral. I don't ship it, but fuck, do the artists give you compelling reasons to do so? And she's just like, can we be serious? Can we just talk and be humans? He's like, we are not humans. Fuck off. This didn't mean anything. And you can tell she's actually hurt because she had fun, and now he's ruining everything with this whole nothing matters stick. And it's just, ugh.
I'm scared I'll be bored to tears.
Have you ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my
And
God.
that touched
Are
a
you
nerve.
seriously gonna blame me for something that everybody else did too?
What do you mean everybody else did? What do you mean by that? I don't see Gangle or Zubul or Agatha doing what you do.
You didn't even know him. You don't even know what people are like before they abstract. They are not pleasant to be around.
Who is him? Sir, you are just rambling.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you're scared.
Oh yeah, I think he's talking about Kaufmo. Sorry, I don't know why I have ribbit on the brain. So he's like, you don't know what he's like, you don't know how people treated him, and he was awful towards the end. Just like you're being awful right now.
Not pleasant to be around. Like at all. You
His eyes are shaking, and you can see the moment where he absolutely disassociates, where he's like, this doesn't matter, I cannot even let myself be emotional, because I think he got the wrong lesson from Kaufmo, where if you're too emotional you break. So he just cannot be emotional, and Pomni's here apologizing, and you can see the crack. She's like, I'm sure you're sorry, you weren't there, then tell me, do something. Did you know that the animators put this thing here just so Pomni can throw it at him? But they had to make sure this was in alignment for all the shots that they did. So when the fight happens, it would be like in a realistic angle. I don't fucking know. It was so cool to think about, to watch. Like they were meticulous with everything about the show.
Ooh, man. This was all sorts of embarrassing, huh? So, you gonna shoot me or what?
What would you do if I abstracted tomorrow?
You can see the moment where he's like, the thought of her abstracted actually decompresses him, but he just has to commit to his own bit.
Move on. And probably forget about it.
God,
Move on.
the maliciousness behind it, like, and you can tell this was Pomni's biggest fear, and she just doesn't believe him. She's like, okay. And at this point, I said, just shoot yourself. Traumatize him. I will not give you this. I'm like, okay, fine. You want to be a funny bunny? The funny guy? Okay, then try tormenting no one. Kills myself. I will change the trajectory of our life. He feels bad, and he's trying to just change the conversation holistically.
Jeez, you really can't take a joke, can you?
They're still there. They're still there. In perfect alignment. She wants to cry.
You're not the funny one.
You're a jerk.
I don't think that counts.
Fucking choke his ass. I love it. I love it. Any other protagonist right now, she'd probably go to her room and cry. Probably shoot herself. I would fucking shoot myself out of spite. But she throws hands. Love that. Love that.
Hey, what are you
Yep.
doing?
Hits the items. She is absolutely goes feral on his ass. I'm so sorry, but I'm dying. I just love it. He's like, fight back. And he's like, why? You can see the moment where he's like, I am not trying to hurt you. He's just like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, fight back. If you don't fight back, be evil. And that moment where he's just like, stop. It's like, oh God. Yep. Oh no. I'm so sorry, but the breathing here makes me go, that was some good ass sex. Like, what is this deep ass breathing?
What's wrong with you?
Shut
Why
up.
didn't you fight back?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because I didn't fight back, that means I secretly care about you?
Yes.
I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open.
Technically.
Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest.
He does, but he convinces himself he doesn't. And that's what the fandom has latched onto, and it irritates me to no end. Giving him all the grace and giving Ragatha none, even though he's being mean. It's like the possibility of a crumb of humanity in him is worth giving him all the chances. But the possibility of Ragatha being a bitch means she's fake. Society, man. The asteroid cannot come and wipe us out a second time soon enough.
Sorry. You are my playthings, and I get joy out of making
Yeah, we don't believe you, sir. We do not believe that face.
Making you suffer. I'm the one who causes pain for fun.
Yep, you can tell. Oh, Michael put in work with this voice acting, and the fact that this isn't everything makes me God.
It was just to make this part hurt you more.
I don't believe him whatsoever, and I know Pomni doesn't either, and he doesn't. The crash out of the century. Well, at least nobody's shooting anybody. Oop.
There's nothing more to me.
Yeah.
So please.
Ooh, thumbnail. I was even looking for more thumbnail potential. Fuck, my dude. There's so much. He's like, will he be the one to sacrifice himself in the end? That would be the ultimate plot twist, because, you know, they did the table read for the finale and all the voice actors were crying, so I'm just prepared for the worst. Then the main thing of the episode is happening. Apparently what Kane cared about the most. Pomni is just... Oh, Lord. Oh my God. There was actually a moment, if I can find it, where they were talking about... Yeah, here, I think. Is it here? Yep, it's here. He pokes her in her head, and then her eyes go big, and she just looks like this. I don't know if this is a meme or this is trying to show her default, and she's like that here too. I don't know if it happens when she's at her most scared or fearful, or she's reverting back to default, or if she's gonna abstract. She probably was so close to abstracting the moment she landed in the circus. Anyway, the Sapphics are talking, and
You. I have something I like. You can speak first.
I'd be so surprised if they're endgame. Why? Who gives a shit about the show? I can see the stitches in her. Oh God. In the show, all the characters are here. They even saved a spot for Jax. Like, Jax could sit here, he could sit here, he could sit there or there or there. They still create space for him, but he's just like, I don't give a shit. And he can't sit with them. Purposely isolated himself amongst the code, as if he is code himself. NPC Jax. And the fuck ass awards is starting at the tail end of things. That's when I realized, oh, this meant nothing. And the animation for Kane was so adorable here.
I'd like to thank the committee for...
I think the committee are probably the group of people maybe observing this whole circus madness, which doesn't make sense because Pomni found a headset in an abandoned building and put it on, and now she's here. So maybe these headsets are being thrown around different places to just catch people in this thing.
voting on our winners. Shut up.
Look at his little toes flexing.
Shut up.
As people say, everyone's crushing on Jax when Kane is right here. And speaking of Jax, man is embarrassed. He cannot live with himself. The anxiety, the shame is eating him alive. He physically cannot, he cannot even. I like how they keep showing us the tail that they made mention that was gone. And now that it's back. Is this the real Jax? Is this another Jax? And yep, man is so close to abstracting. And I guess people, the fandom literally was like, wait, I thought, Gangle, even Ragatha, some people even thought Kinger, but no, they never thought Jax would be the one that would be close to abstracting. And it's like, yeah, being a dickhead is not good for your mental health, guys. But he was able to pull himself back, whereas somebody like Gangle actually needed Pomni to help her. These names are fucking with me so much. Which kind of shows you how strong Jax's willpower is, because he's strong enough to pull himself back. He doesn't need you to pull him back. Wait. I think he said something really cool here. Yep. It's like, oh, the first joke he said in the while. And then my favorite scene. I need the final joke of the show to just be that. Just disappearing man. Okay, another thumbnail moment. What is my thumbnail gonna be? I don't know. I need the final joke of the show to be disappearing man when the whole circus just burns to the ground.
The award for biggest sailor mouth goes to Zubul.
Like this was a drug joke. And it's weird because Zubul doesn't have a mouth, so she can't even inject. And then Gangle just supporting her druggie of a partner. Like, what the fuck? Just dump in the stupid sauce. But doesn't the stupid sauce like fuck with you? Ragatha was seeing some scary things. This is so fucking ugh. It's spilling all over her. Wait.
Whoa.
Yeah, it drips. Damn, the animation. She noticed when he came back or when he no. Oh, she noticed he's gone. She really cares. She knows he's bullshitting. Okay, she noticed when he came back. And now he's all confident and swaggy and she's like, something definitely happened.
All right, folks. It's now the moment you've all been waiting for. The award for favorite character.
I love this pose so much. How did they get teeth and eyeballs to be so expressive and emotive? This is a miracle.
Award for favorite character.
You can see the joy and excitement in him. Fuck me, dude. This was just so much.
Drum roll. And
That's
the
terrifying.
award for favorite character goes to.
He's
It's me, everyone. Oh, wait, I misread that. It's me.
at least he got used for the joke twice because he was like, don't assume, and that's where it ends. And I'm like, okay, weird ass ending, but no, that's not where it ends. There is an end credits. I did not know this. End credits always sneaking up on me. This is the actual ending, and I think this is the first time I'm watching it in full myself.
Now, let's see how many of them voted for me.
Nobody. Oh, this is gonna, I think I can move you. Go away. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 5. The fact that Jax and Ragatha are tied. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So Kinger got the most, then Pomni, these two tied, Gangle last. Zubul isn't even here. So the community doesn't like her. I don't like how there's always one character missing. Again, remember, last episode, Gangle was missing, got replaced by Orbsman. This episode, Zubul is just not there. Maybe she got kicked out because she got drunk at the award show, and then Kane got nothing. And I know Kane is glitching out because he got nothing, but Sir Zubul is not even here. Maybe she's somewhere down here? I don't know. So there's 6 people in the circus. But the fact that Kane is a votable option, does that mean he's also one of the player characters? He's not fully an AI? I don't know why he needs to be loved. He needs to be cared about. That thing fucks with me. And that's the end of the episode. Terrifying stuff. Now this is a good end. I tell you what. Like, the possibility of Kane needs to be loved. Because, again, I think it's the last episode where they were having fun in the quiet outside at night, and he's like, wait, they're having fun, and the moon is like, yeah, isn't that a good thing? And he's like, no, I think it's a bad thing. And I'm like, what do you mean it's a bad thing? Kane, them having fun outside of him, them not liking him is a bad thing, and he doesn't know why, which makes me go for the whole, oh yeah, the whole thing from the I have no mouth, I must scream. Is this the point where Kane starts hating the players because he's programmed to like them and make them have fun, but this whole ordeal with dealing with players that abstract is making him hate humanity, and he is torturing them basically. I feel like that's the only connection to that story, but him breaking down is fucking with me, and I don't know these lights in his eyes what they are reflecting, because he's in this back room here.
Alrighty.
Being a 3D artist doesn't help me when I'm reviewing 3D things. But yeah, that's the episode. It was a lot. Funny Bunny shippers are in the grave. I don't know the ship name for Ragatha and Pomni, Ragdoll or something, I don't fucking know. They are doing spectacular. They are back in the running. But we know there's not gonna be any romance, I know that, but fuck, this episode was a doozy, and this was why I didn't want to review this episode, because we're clocking in at an hour. Thank you for being here. Goddamn, this was a lot, but the episode was a lot. I don't know if going forward if I'm gonna have to break these reviews into two because I'm tired. And I'm still working off the sickness. I'm dizzy. The room is spinning. But let me know all your thoughts about this episode. I've told you mine. It was good. Makes me want to drop the whole show because I'm actually scared of where things will go from here. This makes me want to quit. But at this point, I don't think y'all will even let me. God, what are we doing watching these humans break? Is this entertainment to you? This was why I didn't want to watch the show. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Again, let me know any and all thoughts you have in the comment section down below. Love yourself. You are loved. But bye.